Hello, everybody. So I'm a computer science student. I'm also a software developer on the side, and I like doing a lot of deep learning AI related projects. And a lot of friends always ask me, what is my latest project? So I decided to make a YouTube channel showcasing what my projects are as I'm doing them. So to start, I will be developing neural networks for financial applications. So I made up this quick list of 5 different projects that I find interesting. The first one will be a bot that has access to what analysts are saying, say 5 days before earnings, say especially what their concerns are, what they're looking in the earnings, what they're looking for, and then basically doing running a large language model on that and trading on that information. So we'll probably have to train um, some sort of model based on this information, probably fine tune it for financial information, and maybe we can back test with past data and try to train a model on the past data and see if it can have any predictability on future results. The other one would be this insider trading. So, as most of you probably know, if you own 10% of a company, you're the CEO of a company, or have otherwise financial knowledge on a company, you have to disclose that you're buying or selling shares. Um, this is disclosed in different SEC forms, but I think the Form 4 from my research is probably the most predictive. This looks something like this. These are websites that show this kind of information. So um, this is live updated, and you see basically the latest. For example, here Meta, Mark Zuckerberg just I don't know what he did. Uh, some sort of sale. I guess this means that he has some sort of options that got released and he automatically sold. Yeah, you can just see live what other people are doing. So the idea will be, since obviously CEOs or people who own large quantity of the stocks do a lot of analysis on their own stock, you can assume that there's some predictability in trying to outperform the market in that way. So I would like to train a sequential AI model. I'm very familiar with transformers, but it's probably going to be overkill for this. So maybe some sort of basic linear regression or the long-term, short-term memory module, the LSTMs, which was the used to be the state-of-the-art before transformer models. They're a little lighter to use. And yeah, so basically just have a bot that has live access to this kind of data and then would trade on this kind of information. The third one will be a bot specified on cryptocurrency. The reason why is because so all of these bots don't try to um, figure out what the future price of an asset will be. That's very hard to predict. So we're kind of only looking at short-term moves because at the end of the day, if they kill earnings at some point, the stock is going to go up, and it's hard to predict that. So I find that with cryptocurrency, it's much easier since it doesn't have any intrinsic value. It doesn't really have a value that Bitcoin should have, and it trades more on what people feel that day, so to speak, and like chart patterns. That's things that maybe an AI model could catch up on and try to front run people's trades. And I was thinking about giving a lot of market information as well, such as the bonds, so I can see if we're like it's inverted or not. Inflation information is the consumer price index and the production price index. So this is basically inflation from the consumer and from the production side. The 5 year spread. This is how much the market thinks in the next 5 years inflation is going to be. Unemployment rate and a lot of other say such indicators that show how the economy should or is going right now, and obviously the past data of that crypto, and see if there's any predictability in trading that way. The fourth one is also very interesting. It's about reading the news and trying to. I feel like there's a lot of news articles that impact something very big, very material in the stock. For example, a merger and acquisition, or I don't know, like an oil rig explosion or any other such information that will materially impact the stock a lot. And it's basically who is the fastest at reading the news and trading on that information. Because you can assume that if an oil rig explodes, um, whatever company runs that oil rig is going to have some serious market impact on your stock. So trying to be faster than any other trader could lead to some profits. And the last one is similar to the first one, but mainly trained specifically on Jerome Powell's speeches. Since, well, you can see live when you watch one of his speeches, if you have an S&P chart next to it, you can see live, like depending on what he says, it goes up and down. Since he has a lot of say on how the new, well, he knows a lot about how the market is going that other people, like the regular investors, wouldn't have information. So this might be a lead to some serious outperformance. So I'm basically creating a GitHub repository, and I'm going to be updating it as I'm working on these projects. The first one I'm going to be doing is this insider trading. I've been working on it for a while. I have basically now downloaded a lot of information. Basically, since 2007, I believe, or 2000, no, 2003. Since 2003, all the Form 4s. So now I want to do some backtesting on that data. So I guess that's going to be my next video.